Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. I have been at the Berlin Film Festival for the first time, and it was an incredible experience. And I caught up with the Danish film Vogter. Vogter is also called in English Sons, and it screened at the Berlinale on last week. And I felt like I was almost going into a boxing match. It was up for a Golden Bear. Unfortunately, it didn't win, but boy, it should have done because it was a hell of a ride.
X gange 4. 3 gange 4. Du ved det godt.
12.
Ja.
So Vogter is a 2024 psychological thriller co-written and directed by Gustav Möller. The film stars Sidse Babett Knudsen from the Danish series Borgen. This is about an idealistic prison officer whose name is Eva Hansen, who faces a dilemma when a young man she knows from before is transferred to her prison. So Vogter keeps us in the confines of a prison block where you will feel as isolated from the outside world as the prisoners do themselves. We are ultra close up and we never leave our key character, Eva, whose inner tempest and turmoil is laid out before us, tormented by something in the past which we are always kind of kept in the dark about, and confronted by the dilemma of what's legally right and what her heart is telling her to do. Such a simple idea which conjures up so many feelings, and this film is complex, and this is mainly due to the lead character, Eva. So the performance by Sidse, her performance is not just flawless, it is elevating. She creates so much space and tension in her performance. You as a viewer are asking the same questions to yourself, and you become the character in this film. Every time she stretches her authority to breaking point, breaking the prison code, it presents a very realistic and humanistic dilemma in a very interesting way. Eva leaves her comfortable prison block with lesser violent criminals into the depths of the most dangerous block, where you have murderers and rapists. The line, "some people cannot be saved," perfectly describes her predicament as someone who believes in rehabilitation, and now maybe she has to face a world where the inmates are just not worth rehabilitating. The film screams quality and depth, is using sound, impacts for transitions, he moves at pace. You feel you are in the prison every step of the way, the cold walls, the loneliness. I'm sorry if I keep going back to the film Alien, but this film really reminds you of being on that spaceship in Alien and just being secluded and disconnected from the outside world. This feeling of isolation and abandonment follows you throughout the film. The use of sound, the mechanical aspects of doors closing, beeps, jail cell doors crashing, an angry throw of a basketball against a cold gym wall, all add to this eerie aesthetic. Maybe most notably, this film delves into the shades between what's right and wrong and the relationship between inmates and officers, and Eva is always pushing the limits. Now for the other leading characters, Sebastian. He plays Michael, Eva's counterpart, and the inmate who's been sent to the most dangerous cell block. We are not sure about their relationship, but it's clear that they have a dark past that connects them. It's this energy and unknowing that flows through the movie which makes each and every action more poignant and ambiguous. It's a mystery. Nothing is spelt out for you. Sebastian Bull has a face for cinema. He is convincing as this scary killer, but also shows lighter moments with his mother and Eva, which makes us think he maybe has been hard done by. Maybe he was a good kid that made some bad choices. Or maybe he had some mental issue that was never resolved. He's incredibly complex, just like Eva, and very layered. If we zoom out a little and look at this film within the context of Scandinavian cinema, it offers the classic quietness, stillness, and thoughtful moments, allowing the viewer to conjure up their own thoughts. But it's heightened, and the amplifier is turned up to the max. You are thrown into the deep end of the darkest side of prison culture, and you will love Eva for being such a hard ass and so sensitive at the same time. The relationship between Eva and Michael is never really understood fully. The confusion that surrounds the relationship is resolved to a degree, but you will go through many ideas before you work it out. My personal opinion is that Michael is not her son, but it is someone he has crossed paths with, and certainly reminds her of her son. And so she is punishing Michael, but punishing her son, and somehow using Michael as a kind of way to get to her son or to take out her aggression. the son could also be the very person that Michael has killed. Now, this is never spelt out, and if that was the case, how would it be possible that she could be a police officer in Michael's cell block? But then again, it does show that things are not as organized in these prison blocks. They are underfunded. The cells and the prisons themselves are very underkept. So maybe the organization is very old school, and maybe things do fall through the net, and maybe this is a message that the director Gustav Möller wants us to think about. There's lots of questions, but this doesn't mean it's not a perfectly packaged film. The ending works, and you feel satisfied enough, even though slightly broken as a result. I really can't wait to watch more from Gustav Möller, and we'll be checking out his first film, Guilty. He has an ability to dance between heavy subject matter and finds the lighter touches within it. You even laugh at times through this movie. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you get to see this magnificent piece of work.